Hey, greetings and salutations, guys. What's up? Well, let's go check out what I've been doing on the bus. As you can see, the tile is grouted. I've sealed most of it. I can go ahead and put my range hood back in here. All this is sealed. The walls, all that's sealed. But that hasn't been sealed yet because I didn't want to spray over my head and get sealer all over my face. I don't think this wall's been sealed yet either. So I'll do all this. I got a foam brush and that impregnator, and I'll do that there. I might go ahead and do the whole thing again just to be safe. And then I got to figure out what how I'm gonna mount a curtain rod in here. Gotta mount it somewhere in here. Okay, so that means I can start trimming things out. So sometime this week I'll come in here and make a list, a materials list. I still got one more drawer underneath the refrigerator I need to mount, and I need to get some more plywood for faces. I need to face this off yet. I need to do a lot of things yet, but what I've been working on mostly out here is electrical. There's my little dash cluster here. Check this out. Ooh, cushy. So I gotta remount this too. This is the fuel filter separator. A warning light. It tells you when there's water in the fuel. And when I bought this thing, it was mounted right here. And my knee kept bashing up against it. This is a stupid spot for it, so I either want to move it forward, or I thought about moving it right down here, right here, just to get it away from my leg and still be able to see it. That's neither here nor there. So I have to wire this stuff yet. I got those two fans that were mounted up here on the windshield, like that one right there. I'm going to put those back because sometimes just having airflow going across your windshield is enough to keep it clear. So I want to put those in there, and then you can turn it and put it on your face if you want to. And I'm going to have interior lights that I can turn on while I'm driving, well, I call them pimp lights, but that'll be in a future video. And then I do want to have a couple of these types of LEDs up here that I can activate from the driver's seat. And I think one of these switches is going to be lighting for the basement. I forget what the other one was going to be. What was the other one going to be? I don't remember. I got two lights there, and I can expand these if I want to. I can put more here, I can put more here. And then this is the controls for the Chinese heater. And this is the controls for, that's what I was going to do. I was going to put this on a switch too. So it's not, I was going to put both of these on a switch so I didn't have to leave them, so they didn't have to be running. They didn't have to be powered on unless I need them. So I'll probably do that. But anyway, here's the wiper switches. This is the driver's side wiper. That's not even tight, for frig's sakes. Okay, the driver's side wiper, passenger side wiper, which is missing. Well, it's not really missing. It's dangling down here someplace. And I'll show you why. All right, I turned the bus on. Listen. Watch this there. Watch. Now, one click is the hour meter. But the little click that sounds like a doing is this switch. Listen. So, you hear that? That switch keeps going bling. So I'm going to get out a multimeter, start probing this and see what the hell's going on. I bought another switch. These are available through several different suppliers, but I got mine from Jegs. And this is a 2-speed switch with a push option for the washer motor. So, and it's available on both switches. So I need to do some investigating. So I'm hoping it's just a bad switch and not a dead short in a feed. If it's a dead short in a feed, then I need to figure out where it's shorting out from. And if it's shorting out, it's on probably one of those resettable circuit breakers, I would imagine. But I need to figure this out so that I can pass inspection. Because I'm sure they will not pass inspection without a windshield wiper motor working. I know it's not the motor because I took some extension wires. I don't know if they're still up here or not. I just extended these wires, just made up some quick extensions and unplugged these. Got them plugged into the other wiper motor, and this wiper motor works fine off the other switch. So I know it's not the motor. So it's either the switch or the power feeding the switch. So I need to figure that out. So I need to go get my multimeter and figure that out real quick. Got the switch hooked up. Pretty much copied the way this one was laid out. I think this one might be laid out a little bit differently. It doesn't ding no more. But I have a wire crossed here or something, because when you push this, you hear that click off. And I ran this wire here is to the windshield poop can. This wire right here is to run that motor, and have that plugged into the wire, and it reads 12 volts constant. And it's not supposed to until I push the button. So when I push the button, something in here clicks off, and also when I turn it on, it clicks off. So I have something's crossed in here, or there's a short someplace between here and the wiper motor. So yippee skippy, I get to track down another electrical issue. Great. My favorite thing. But not today, Satan, because it's too late in the afternoon and it's almost time for me to pick up my chitrons. So I'm going to put this off till tomorrow, because I can. So I'm going to go inside, run this part number, and see if I can get a wiring schematic for what goes what on what pin on that switch. Use my tester to find out what wire goes where up there under the dash, and try to figure out what the hell's going on. It looks like Jegs had a hard time making money off of me this month. I guess I did buy some mufflers, but anyway, let me turn on some lights here. I got the schematic, if you will, what the pins and the outputs were. And I came out here and I started poking and prodding. What I found was interesting. These are the jumper wires that I used to find out whether or not the motor was bad. And I wired this directly to the old switch. All right, not the new switch, the old switch. Like I said, I did some poking and prodding and found out that the old switch seems to be functioning just fine. Turn the ignition on, and There's that. Turn it one more, and that's high. And then push, of course, is, can you see that? It's high, low, and park. So there's something between the switch and where it goes. There's a break in the wire, because I'm not getting, I tested the continuity of those 3 wires all the way back to the switch. Nothing. So I'm either going to, I'll probably take the easy way out and go ahead and run 3 wires. I'll have to cut all this foam out because I injected foam down inside of here. I don't know how far down it goes, but I'll probably have to probe that from the bottom. Probe it. Somehow get, or I'll be putting a chase up through here. I might just run it up through here. And just rewire this so it's done. Now that I've determined that the switch is fine, I have this little light down here that's supposed to come on when you turn the wipers on. That's loose, I gotta tighten that. And I've got that unplugged, and I don't think it ever worked actually. So it's either burnt out or it doesn't work. I still don't know what this is. It's got wires going to it, but it's never worked as far as I know. So I have no idea what it is. And my horns still don't work, so I need to track that down. I'll probably end up not doing anything with that. Here's a solenoid. There's the wire for the solenoid. And that's a regulator. This is air. It wouldn't be nothing to hook up an air horn. These horn blasters or a train horn or something. Right. That would be neat. But look at this. 4:30. And the sun's already down. Son of a bitch. I guess I'll have to wait till tomorrow. So come back and hit it again tomorrow. Hey, it's the next day. And I've been working on trimming out this window. And this is what I've come up with. Let me pull you off the tripod and show you what I'm dealing with here. I know what you're saying. We were just talking about the electrical problems. What did you ever resolve the electrical problem? Well, yes and no. But because sometimes you can, what the hell's all over my lens? You know, sometimes you can become overwhelmed with something and you be racking your head and giving yourself a headache because you're thinking about it so much. Sometimes it's best just to walk away for a minute and work on something else. And that's kind of what I did with this. It's been a long time since I've revisited this. What I originally started to do was use a piece of OSB, and I was going to cover it with fabric or leather or pleather or something. And it just wasn't stable enough. When you cut it down to an inch or whatever, it just falls apart. So that didn't pan out so well. And the issue is that the bus framing is taller than the framing that I added for the windows. So I think if memory serves me, the ribs of the bus were 1 3/4 inches deep, and this is 1.5 inches square tubing that I used to frame for the windows. I had to make relief cuts for these crank things here, and for these ribs, and for this top bit right here. And you can see I put this stuff in my table saw, my router table, and I made relief cuts for those so that they fit in and around here. And then I'll probably just put, either one fastener in the middle and let, yeah, I don't know how I'm going to fasten it. I don't know. I don't care. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Right now I need to make the trim. Now, I haven't built this side yet. What I need to do now is put this back. So I cut a bunch of 45 blocks to fill in for right here, and I wanted to put a couple of those up right now and see how that looks. So. You know what? I think I'm not even going to bother with these. It's a lot of extra work that I really don't need to do. This is going to get sanded, and I'm going to paint these black. So now, I get to build this. There we go. Just like that. And I'll glue and use pocket screws to fasten this all together. And I'll get this screwed together, and then I'll start making measurements for the two end pieces and cut those. So there ain't nothing to it than just to do it. So I'm going to go do that right now. Okay, for those of you who don't know, this is a pocket screw hole. You make that with a pocket hole jig. This is a cheap one that I got from Home Depot. Craig seems to make the best available. I don't know. I don't know. This works. This comes with the jig, the special drill bit. It has a depth collar and a pilot hole, and you need to use these special pocket hole screws, and this will become apparent in just a second. Take a little bit of wood glue, I got some lines here on the rail. Now I have this special clamp, the Craig pocket hole jig clamp. Move all this stuff out. Special screw. Hey, bring you in here close. yourself a nice strong glue joint. All right, I'm gonna set you up over here. A time lapse, and hopefully this time I push the record button. Measurements. We'll cut these. All right, so there's that side now. For some reason, I must have had a stroke or something because I didn't get the right length piece of wood here. I got two 6-footers instead of 2 8-footers for this top cap for this piece here. So I need to go back and get 2 8-footers, and I can stain those, put those in, sand and stain these, and screw these in, and I'll worry about finishing off the edges later. I'll add a piece here as well. So next time you see these, they should be finished. They should be. I'm not going to make any promises. Okay, so now that that's done, I need to go ahead and cut the pieces for around the fridge. So, cut those, install those. We'll come back in a minute. Well, hopefully this is the last time I take the fridge out. This thing's a little bit awkward. Okay, so here's my trim face thing, and got my little drawer in there. Just can't even get it in frame. There's no room in here anymore. So I'll take this off and sand it. I've got, let's reload. I've got these pieces cut. For this, I'm going to sand and stain these and install them. And then that'll be done. That's what, I don't know what else to say. That'll be done. next time you see the bus, those trim pieces should be installed and done. One more thing to check off the list. Haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do here yet, but I'll figure something out. Or I won't until later. But once I get that refrigerator surround installed, I can put the refrigerator in for the last time, get it all hooked up and buttoned up, and then I can and then what's next? Well, I took this one 4x8 sheet of plywood, I cut it in half, so I'll put the other half on this side, so there'll be a, you know, a 3-foot hole I can get in to their bunks. And then once that piece is in, then I can put the skirt piece in to keep the mattress from flopping around. Anyway, then I can start working up towards the front here. I'm winging it, people. Oh, I still got to install my cameras. So the wiring, obviously, the wiring isn't done yet. I have to look into that cluster F down there and up underneath the front of the bus. I still need to hook up the blinkers and stuff, but yeah, it's coming along. It's just taking forever. Well, at least maybe I can get this thing to a point where I have it inspected. This thing retitled, registered, take it on a freaking maiden voyage. 40 years, crying out loud. So anyway, that's all I got for today. If you like this video, smash the like button, share it with Best Social Media Network. If you'd like to support this channel, there's Amazon affiliate links down there where you can do all your Amazon shopping. Check those out, see if that's something you're willing to do. And if you are, thank you very much. I appreciate it. If you can't afford to do that, I completely understand. It means we're probably related, though. So until next time, you have fun, stay safe, shoot straight, keep your powder dry, have a splendid day. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.